Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com with the college baseball scoreboard for South Carolina schools for Sunday, March the 16th. It's kind of a light day. Some teams moved their games up to Saturday or even Friday because of weather issues, and a couple more were postponed today, and one more was moved to tomorrow because of darkness. So there only wound up being 8 games played on Sunday involving state teams. Let's take a look at what was going on. Over in Clemson, Notre Dame got 2 home runs in the first inning as part of a 3-run inning, held on to beat the Tigers 7-3. That snaps Clemson's 17-game winning streak, drops the Tigers to 19-2 overall and 2-1 in the ACC. Cam Canarella had a couple of hits and a walk for the Tigers. He's starting to wake up, started hitting more, and that's a good sign for Clemson. One thing is Clemson got a bunch of guys on base. They got 16 base runners and could only get 3 runs out of it. The bullpen failed them a little bit today, but overall they've been playing well. But again, Clemson loses to Notre Dame in the series finale. Down in Columbia, South Carolina just suffered a brutal loss to Oklahoma in the series finale down there. The Sooners won it 6-5 on a home run in the 10th inning by Jason Walk. The Gamecocks got up to a 3-1 lead, went to the bullpen. There were some control issues. Oklahoma tied it up at 3-3. Carolina crept out to a 4-3 lead, then made it 5-3. Oklahoma got 2 unearned runs in the 9th inning to tie it up. Then they got the homer in the 10th and held on to win 6-5. Carolina got 2 runners on base in the bottom of the 10th, but could not get one over. Sooners are now 17-2 overall, 2-1 in the SEC. Carolina 16-5, 1-2. If Carolina fails to make the NCAA tournament by 1 or 2 games, this will be one of the games that will kill them. Oklahoma was ranked. They are 17-2 now, but they're only picked to finish 11th in the SEC. Carolina's picked to finish 14th. If you're going to make up some ground on the other teams in the conference, you've got to beat the teams that are in the lower half of the conference pecking order, especially at home. So the Gamecocks are going to have to pick up a game or two somewhere else to help atone for what happened there today in Columbia. But there were some good things. Got a lot of hits for the weekend. Overall, the pitching was pretty good, but they've just got to close out those games and not give them away late like they did today. Over in Spartanburg, James Lehman had a 2-run double in the 9th inning, and Wofford rallied from an early 5-0 deficit to beat Elon 7-6 and win that series 2-1. They played the first 2 games up in Burlington and moved the other game down to Spartanburg today, and the Terriers gave the home fans something to be excited about. Winthrop scored 6 runs in the first inning today and held on to beat Presbyterian 9-2 to win the rubber game of that Big South Conference series. The Eagles are now 2-1 in the Big South, 11-10 overall. PC fell to 1-2 and 9-12. Lander is hot again. They scored 5 runs in the 8th, and they beat Columbus State 8-4 to complete a series sweep there. The Bearcats are now 19-7 overall, 8-1 in the Peach Belt. Columbus State fell to 10-13, 2-7. Radford hit 2 more home runs today, giving them 8 for the 3-game series, and beat USC Upstate 12-7 over in Spartanburg. The Highlanders are now 10-8 overall, 3-0 in the Big South. Upstate fell to 8-11, 0-3, and have lost their last 4 games. Savannah State beat Benedict today 5-2. The Tigers of Benedict were held to 2 singles as Savannah State took the rubber game of that Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Series. Savannah State's 12-7 overall, 12-3 in the SIAC. Benedict fell to 8-8 and 6-8. Out in Mississippi, Voorhees got 24 hits and scored 22 runs to beat Rust 22-11 in the first game of a HBCU Athletic Conference Series. They were supposed to play 2 games today, and I am guessing that the first game ran so long and there are no lights at Rust Stadium, they decided to go ahead and move the second game to tomorrow. So they'll be playing a doubleheader at 1 o'clock tomorrow down in Mississippi. Voorhees going for a series win or series sweep. They have won their last 4 games, and in those 4 wins, they have scored 77 runs. That's not too bad. They also have hit 480 over those last 4 games. They hit 480 in the 3-game sweep of last weekend. I can't remember who they're playing right now, and they went 24 for 50 today at Rust. Emory Guilford was 5 for 5 with a homer, and there are multiple other guys with multiple hits and RBIs for Coach Norman O'Neill's Tigers. That's all the action for Sunday in South Carolina College baseball. Dartmouth and College of Charleston and Kennesaw State at the Citadel were canceled. Apparently they got hit worse down in the Charleston area than we did up in the upstate. We all had a bunch of rain, but not all that much even, and the wind didn't seem to do much damage. But they must have hit them harder, like I say, down there. In other games involving the ACC and SEC today, Pitt beat Georgia Tech 12-10, but Tech still won that series 2-1. Louisville beat North Carolina 5-0 to win that series 2-1, and Stanford completed a sweep of Duke with a 10-5 win. In the SEC, Alabama beat preseason number 1 Texas A&M 2-0 to win that series 3-0. Arkansas beat Ole Miss 12-9 to win that series 2-1. Auburn got a 2-1 series win over Vanderbilt with a 7-6 win today. Georgia beat Kentucky 17-10 to win that series 2-1. One interesting note of that series, there were 23 hit batters in that game, in that series, I should say. 8 in game 1 on Friday, 8 in game 2 on Saturday, and 7 more today. I saw no indication there were any kind of bench clearing incidents or anything like that, so apparently it was just happening and both teams understood it. Also, LSU beat Missouri 10-5 to complete a 3-game sweep. Tennessee remained unbeaten with a 7-4 win over Florida. They were down early, but Florida had a 4-1 lead early. Tennessee came back. Vols 3-0 in that series. Texas and Mississippi State played twice today, making up for a rainout on Saturday. The Longhorns won game 1 5-3 today. They won game 2 4-1, and they swept that series 3-0. On Monday at PalmettoStateBaseball.com, I will have the schedule for tomorrow, which really the only thing for tomorrow involving a varsity school is Voorhees is at Rust for that doubleheader. I posted on the website tonight the team of the week, the updated rankings, the schedule tomorrow for the week, and other things like that. And I will continue to try to provide coverage. I'll have a podcast tomorrow and go on from there. I hope you enjoy my coverage at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Let me know. Drop me an email at rudyjones at PalmettoStateBaseball.com, or message me, or just make a comment on one of the posts. I appreciate your following this, you reading my website, and helping me do what I can to help promote the game of college baseball in South Carolina. For now, this is Rudy Jones of Palmetto State Baseball saying good night, God bless.